Hi guys, it's Sydney or Craftiebunnies here, and finally I'm going to do the third episode of the Noob's Guide to Polymer Clay, and it's been around a really long time, a few months since I did the last episode, and this is going to be all about findings. So if you want to know more about findings to make your polymer clay creations into charms, then please stay tuned to this video. Just a heads up, the next episodes will probably be baking and glazing, and I don't know what I'm probably going to do after that one, so yeah, this is the middle of the series, so I hope you enjoy it, and let's get into it. So I'm just going to show you what you can contain in your findings before I get to the different types of findings. So the most generic one I've seen on YouTube is just this charm box, and you can get these for pretty cheap at your local craft store, and they have different sections inside of it, so you can just sort them out so they don't join each other. And I think this is a really cool idea because it keeps you organized and you can find things more quickly. But if you don't want to buy it, or you think it might be a little bit too expensive, because some craft stores I have been to sell them for like $20, but the one I got from Michael's is around $4 to $5, so it's a little pricey. Or you can just keep them in a Ziploc bag. I keep my buttons in a Ziploc bag, and these are some of the buttons that sometimes I'll take out like the button in the middle and just make them into ring bases. Or you can just keep them in really tiny bags, and I got these from Michael's and they're about $1 to $2, so they're not that bad. Or you can just find them in your kitchen cabinet. So I'm just going to tell you guys the purpose of putting findings into your charms. So the basic purpose is that if you put a finding into your charm, you can basically you can basically make it into anything you want. You can make it into earrings with the right findings, you can make it into a necklace, a bag charm, or just to hang it off your book bag or anything like that. So I'm just going to show you a clip up here or around here somewhere that is going to show you a charm without a eye pin or anything like that, and how it's just something that you have on sitting on your desk, or it could be like a paperweight or something. So it's just completely optional to make your charms. You make your polymer clay creations into charms. So I'm just going to show you the different kinds of findings now. Of course, there's so many different kinds of findings. They come in different sizes, they come in different colors. So just explore your options and make sure to get the ones that you like and which one is very useful to you. So the first one I'm going to do are eye pins. Eye pins are very common, and you can find them almost anywhere. You can find them on hardware stores, online, at Michael's or your local craft store. You can even make them by yourself by just buying wire and a plier and just twisting around. And Putting Fish Cakes does have a video on that, so you want to check that out, then definitely go check her tutorial out on that. And so eye pins are just long wires that have a loop on the top that you can insert into charms. So I'm just going to put a video up here showing you how a charm with an eye pin has. So eye pins are really good. It's just that sometimes if you don't secure them well enough, they can fall out, which is really sad, and you can sometimes lose your charm. So for example, if you put it on your book bag, then it could fall off because the eye pin wasn't secure. So my tip is for you is to take some TLS or some super glue and just stick it right in there, and it probably will not fall off. So the next finding that I want to show you is the notorious head pin. Head pins I don't use as much as I should, so head pins are just long strips of wire that have a little circle on the bottom, and I don't use head pins as much as I should though, because they are really easy to use. They will definitely not fall out because the circle on the bottom will ensure that your charm will not fall out. But the thing I have problems with head pins is that sometimes I can't make loops because I suck at making loops, and also sometimes if you buy really low quality head pins, because I actually had this head pin that I thought was really good quality because it was really strong, but the thing was it was supposed to be gold, but then the plastic film on top of it fell off, so it just became this really ugly color. So just be aware of what you're buying and make sure that it could be better quality, or else it won't work as well. So the next finding I'm going to do is a jump ring, and jump rings are very common. You probably will use them for any kind of finding that you're going to use. So basically a jump ring is just a wire that's made into a circle, and they're usually very small, but they come in various different sizes. They could be big or small or medium size, but it depends on what kind of charm you're making. So jump rings are really essential if you want to make charms, and they come pretty cheap. They're probably cheaper than eye pins and jump rings, eye pins and head pins. So basically what you can do for jump rings, if you only have jump rings, you can just poke a hole into your creation and just put the put the jump ring through and just close it up again, and you have a charm. So the next finding I want to talk about is ice screws. Ice screws are not as common as the ones I've said before, but I've seen a lot of people use them. They are a little bit more expensive because they are screws. So basically what an ice screw is that there is basically an eye pin, but it has a screw-like texture on the bottom. So you just, when you have your unbaked creation, just screw it in like you would screw a nut into a door. Okay, you get what I'm saying. Okay, that was a really bad analogy. But so basically you just do that and it will stay secure. So you probably don't have to put any super glue or anything like that because they're really secure. And I tend to use these for smaller charms because the thing is that they are usually really small and they're not going to be as secure for a larger piece. So ice screws I don't necessarily recommend to beginners. I think if you're a beginner you can just start out with a head pin or just a jump ring.
So these are just some sets that I have found at Michael's that are really perfect for beginners. The first set is just a 5 set and you can actually detach them. So if you're ever in a hurry and you just need to put them back in together and make room for it in your purse or something or whatever you're carrying, so you can just take apart them. And also the first one I want to show you is the ones that you can clamp. I don't necessarily know what these are, but I think you're supposed to clamp them for necklaces. I'm not really sure. The next one is just head pins and eye pins. They came with more, but I've used most of them, so they're really perfect for beginners. Then there are just these lobster clasps that you can use to just hang your charms and put them in necklaces. Then there's also split rings, and these are mostly for keychains if you want to try that. Then there's also finally jump rings, and these are actually pretty good and large, so they're perfect for beginners. And this is around $10. So I got these orange pliers from my local craft store, and they're actually really small tips, so they make really small head pins and eye pins. So this one is just to make a eye pin on your head pin if you want to. Then the next one is just something I stole from my dad. So it's just a wire cutter, and you can also try making a loop, but they're not as good for making loops, and I just use them to cut my findings.
So that is it for this episode. I know that I didn't go over all the findings, but I just wanted to go over the ones that are more essential that I think. But maybe I'll do a part 2 to this video showing the more essentials that you need, maybe just stuff that you want to use for different projects like cameo charms and stopwatches and stuff like that, and things you can incorporate into your Polymer Clay charms. So maybe I'll do a second video of this, I'm not sure yet, but thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot to me, and I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you.